Hi beauties, my name is Alicia Casagrande and thank you for joining me on the mat. Today's workout is all about balance and coordination, which I feel is super important to focus on, especially as we age, because it really is one of the first signs of deterioration. We will be working full body and you will need either a small step like this one here or a thick book, only if available, though you can still do the exercise without those, and 2 dumbbells. Again, the weight of those dumbbells is individual to you and how strong you feel today. Keep in mind that we do want to focus on balance and coordination, so I wouldn't recommend going too heavy with the weights, otherwise you may struggle throughout this workout. Okay, it's time to strengthen both body and mind, so let's do it. All right, our first exercise is what I like to call backwards traveling squats. They're a bit of fun, but essentially they're just a squat and we travel back along the mat here. So setting up in our squat position, we have feet underneath our hips. We are hinging at the hips so our bottom goes back towards the room, not down towards the floor. Our chest is proud, our back is nice and straight. From here, you simply step 1, 2, 3, 4, until you can't go any further on your mat. Swivel around for me and come back. So the aim of this one is to try and stay nice and low in that squat position. That's it. And with so much to think about, you'll barely feel the burn. That's the beauty of this workout. Swivel it around. Don't worry what your swivels look like just yet. You will get that movement pattern as we go along. Fantastic. Okay, come up for me. We're moving into curtsey lunge rotation. So there's a little bit going on here, so bear with me as we set up correctly. So what I would want you to do is face forward for me. From here, we're going to take that right leg and step back on a diagonal. So our front leg is facing forward, our torso is facing forward, we're standing up nice and straight, hands come to chest. Now what I want you to do is bend both knees, and as you do, you're going to lower and rotate towards that back foot. Extend those legs as you come back to the front. Lower and rotate, rise and rotate forward. That's it. Tiny, tiny movement. Small but mighty. We know that now, don't we? With these workouts. Stay steady for me. Focus on the movement. Focus on squeezing through those obliques. Let's go one more here. Rotate through and come back up. Amazing. Moving into elevated calf raises now. So grab your step or your book, or you can do this one without anything, as I said. So step onto that step for me. You can hold onto a chair or a wall if there's one close by. From here, what I want you to do is pop your hands on your hips, and we're just going to rise up through the toes, lower back down. So just tiny little calf raises on your step. If you can, aim to wrap those heels a little bit lower than the step. You will start to feel your legs shake. That's okay, that means it's working. That's it, remember to breathe. This is so good for your body. Beautiful. Feel that nice stretch through your toes as you rise up. One more for me. Hold it there. And you are done. Get rid of that step out of the way for now, but make sure you keep it nice and close for next round. Moving into bent over T rotations. So setup position for this one is similar to a deadlift in that we hinge at the hips. As we do, bottom goes back, feet are hip distance apart, but what I want you to do for this exercise is to bring your hands straight down in front of your chest. So nice long arms extended out from your shoulder. From here, bend that back leg, and as you bend that knee, I want you to rotate that top arm towards the ceiling, and then we come back. Alternating legs, so we bend, twist, extend, come back to that start position. And we're just alternating sides here. You will need to bend through that knee to be able to perform this exercise correctly. Otherwise, you will struggle if you've got nice stiff legs in this one. That's it. We want to get as much out of that rotation as we possibly can. So rotate as far back as you can and feel the benefits of that one for your posture. Let's go one more and bring it back. Okay, grab your dumbbells for me. We are moving into dumbbell twisters. So we're going to sit on our bottom on the mat and our feet come out in front of us. They are hip distance apart. Actually, let's squeeze the knees together for this one. Sorry, my bad. From here, I want you to stand up, or sit up, I should say, nice and straight. And from this position, we're going to actually tuck our pelvis under to create a C curve in our lower spine. So this is our posture, this is our setup. Grab your dumbbells for me in your palms. Hold them nice and tight as you squeeze those elbows into your waist. And we're simply going to twist our hands. Knees squeezing together, elbows squeezing into waist, holding that C curve for me. That's it. Remembering to breathe, catch your breath here. Well done. Keep twisting, keep thinking about your lower belly muscles engaging. In this position here, I know it's not super comfortable, but it's so good for your lower tummy muscles to strengthen those ones. It's a great exercise for this. Let's twist one more and come up nice and straight. Pop your dumbbells down. We're moving into diagonal ab engages. So we're setting up on all fours here. So we have palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We are taking opposite arm and opposite leg to the edge of the mat. From here, a simple little lift. That's it. Tiny, tiny, tiny. But as always, we're thinking about our form. We're thinking about not using momentum. We're thinking about our tummy muscles being engaged and not hanging down, not letting them sag down. We're in control. Wonderful. Think about that glass of water on your lower back. You don't want to spill any of that water out onto the floor. Perfect. Nice precision and control. Let's go 3 more here. 2. Last one. Bring it in. Beautiful. All right, my friends, you know the drill. We have our backwards traveling squat, so let's get straight into it now that we know the exercise, so I can start to give you the modifications. So stepping back for me, staying nice and low. Wonderful. To make this one easier, just simply stand up a little bit higher. Just don't squat down as low into that squat position. And to make this one more difficult, more challenging, you got it. Just squat nice and low for me. Aim to get as low to that ground as you possibly can while still being able to travel backwards. And ensuring that your chest is nice and proud. Last one here. Great. Okay, we have our curtsey lunge rotations. This time we're going to do it on the opposite leg. So we are going to set up in the same position. However, I'm taking my left leg now behind me on that diagonal. Still facing forward, standing up nice and straight as we bend, lower, rotate. extend, come back up. Incredible. Now, if this is challenging for you, you can take out the rotation. So you can simply stay in this lunge position and just lunge. Extend. Lower, extend. That's it. This is a brilliant exercise for the side of the glutes. And to make this one more challenging, if it's not already, you can actually lower, rotate, and pulse twice before you extend back up. So we pulse, pulse. So what that's going to do is actually keep you in that lunge position a little bit longer, and therefore your legs are going to get more fatigued. Let's go one more here. Bring it in. Wonderful. Okay, we have our elevated calf raises, grabbing your step, popping that on your mat, finding your balance. Whoop. All right, let's go straight into it. To make this one easier, as I said, you can remove the step. You can just come onto your mat, rise up onto your toes, and perform this exercise like this. Now, if we want to challenge ourselves in this exercise, come onto your step, rise up through the toes, slow it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, my legs are shaking like crazy. So we slow this exercise down, oddly enough, to make it more difficult. Woo! Oh my gosh! I can barely stay on my step on this one. Let's go one more here. And shake it down. Beautiful. Get rid of your step for me. We've got our bent over T rotations. So, same bent over position, arms extend. We reach up to the sky. We bring it back down. That's it. If you're struggling with this rotation, just don't rotate as far. You can just come out to, say, the corners of the room rather than the roof itself. So reduce your range of motion if you're finding this one tricky, and you can actually just sit up a little bit higher to make it less of an effort to really rotate around. Now, to make this one more challenging, do this one with your dumbbells. So grab your dumbbells. Exactly the same movement. We're going to extend the arms as we twist and rotate. Well done. Beautiful. Let's go 2 more here. Woo! Last one. And come onto your mat for me. We have our dumbbell twisters. So sitting down, squeezing those knees together, squeezing the heels together, we're going to create that C curve in our lower spine. Grab your dumbbells and twist. Amazing. Well done, my friends. If this one feels very challenging for you, what I want you to do is sit up, rest, catch your breath, then repeat, then come back down. So take a rest every few reps. There is nothing wrong with that. We all start somewhere, and I want you to start from a place of confidence. So you can rest after a few reps in this one. And to make this one extra spicy, I want you to lift your feet for me. So be careful as you create that lower C curve. Lift those feet off the mat and hold. So we're twisting and holding with our feet hovering slightly just above the mat. Woo! Well done. Keep it here. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, diagonal ab engages. This time we're doing them on the opposite side. So we are taking opposite arm and leg out, and we're lifting. That's it. Tiny little movement. Beautiful. You can actually do this one if you're feeling challenged in this one. You can do this one too, lying down on your belly. So we're simply extending our arm out in front and lifting our back leg at the same time. So if that feels better for you, please choose that alternative. And if you want to make this one extra spicy, just add some pulses. So extending your arm, pulse, pulse, bring it down. Pulse, pulse, that's it. So pulsing at that top range. As always, you pick your poison. It depends how you're feeling and how much you want to challenge yourself in this workout. Let's go 2 more here. Last one. And bring it in. All right, round 3, you know the drill, you know the modifications now, so you can choose either the regression or the progression. Let's get into our backwards traveling squats. Setup is nice and simple now that we've done this a few times. Let's give it all we've got. Feel free, if you have more space than what I do in here, to just keep traveling back as far as you can go. Even if that's, say, 8 steps back. I'm just going with what I've got available to me at this point in time. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and bring it in. Okay, moving into our curtsey lunge rotations, back on that same side we did first round. So I'm going to take that right foot behind, setting up nice and quickly now. We lower and rotate. Remembering we can choose the easier option. We can take out the rotation and just do the lunge, or we can add those pulses. And that's going to allow you to stay in that lunge position for a little bit longer. Oh my goodness. What a day. It is Sunday today, and wow, you should probably just not film workouts on a Sunday. I think that is the lesson that I have learned from today. Woo! Feel those legs. Let's go 1 more. Bring it in. Awesome. We've got our elevated calf raises. Grabbing your step. All right, let's go. Rise through. Lower back down. That's it. Remembering that if you do want to make this extra challenging, to slow it down. Come up to a count of 3, go down to a count of 3. Again, take a little second to catch your breath here. Oh, looking good. Wobbles are happening. Wobbles are good. Don't be scared of the wobble. Embrace the wobble. Let's go 1 more here. And slowly down. Awesome. Okay, moving into our bent over T rotations. Remember to grab your dumbbells if you want to choose the dumbbell option. All right, let's do it. Focusing on that rotation. Squeeze as much out of your obliques as you possibly can. This is a good opportunity to catch my breath, to slow down before I speak so I don't continue to jumble my words. Oh, goodness me. I'm so grateful for you just bearing through it and sticking with me. It's not always going to be perfect, but it will always be fun. It will always be a laugh. Let's go one more. And come down to the mat for me. We have our dumbbell twisters, grabbing those dumbbells, standing up. Oh, I keep saying standing up, sitting up, nice and straight, creating that lower C curve in your spine, and twist. Remember to take those feet off the mat if you're choosing that option. Everything is steady. Everything is working. Especially those core muscles. Focus on twisting those dumbbells. Take your mind elsewhere. Let's go to the Bahamas. Let's go to Fiji. Cocktails on the beach. Oh my goodness. What I wouldn't give. No way, are you kidding? I would rather be here absolutely doing this with you right now in this moment, because we are going to feel sensational after this. Once we're done, let's go to Fiji and have cocktails on the beach. Let's go one more here. Awesome. Sitting up nice and straight for me. Let's move into our diagonal ab engages. On all fours, give yourself enough room to extend that arm. That's what I didn't do last round. Take the arm and leg out. Little lift. Pulse it through if you're wanting to make it a little bit more challenging. Nice and steady. Keep that pelvis still, hips are still, torso is still. We have one more round, my friends. Can you believe it? I honestly can't. I can't believe I've made it this far today. I was almost going to wave the white flag and just give up on filming today, but I'm so glad I persisted with it. And here we are. Let's go one more and lower. All right, you know what time it is. It is round 4, the final round. Let's get straight into it. I'm excited for you. Let's go. Backwards traveling squats. Here we come. Nice and low. This is your last opportunity to do these squats. So let's have some fun. While we're here, challenge yourself. You can get on with the rest of your day in approximately, let's say, 6 minutes. We are breezing through these. You, well done. Let's go. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We have our final set of curtsey lunge rotations. Again, opposite leg this time. So I'm taking the left leg behind and I'm lowering down and rotating. Back up we go. A gentle, friendly reminder, There are the options to make it easier and more difficult. Looking good, my friends. I wish I was with you in the room, wherever you are watching this. I'm not sure you'd feel quite the same though, if I was right there with you. I like to think you would. Let's go 2 more. 1, 2, bring it in. Whew, my goodness. We have our calf raises. Grabbing your step, placing it on the mat. All right. Are we ready? Let's go. Rise up. Think about your balance here. We don't want to lose our balance, my friends. We want to stay young and agile and able and capable. And we will if we continue to focus on things like balance, coordination, agility, mobility, things that are often neglected, but that I like to include every now and then, just to keep us literally on our toes. All right. Let's go 2 more. Let's hold at the top for 3, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, if you could zoom in to those legs. Woo, they were shaking. Okay, we no longer need, actually I'll put that over here. We no longer need the step. We are moving into bent over T rotations. I'm actually going to grab my dumbbells for this one. Okay. Let's bring it home. Twist and rotate. You know the drill. That's it. Remember to bend through those knees to allow even more rotation through the obliques. And as you get better at this exercise, you can increase the weight here. There is so much you can do with an exercise to make it more challenging. I actually love movement for that reason. I get the biggest thrill out of it. Let's go 1 more. And bring it down. We have our dumbbell twisters. Now, I'm not going to say we stand up, we sit up. We create that lower C curve. Dumbbells come out in front and we twist. Oh yeah. Abs on fire. Oh gosh, we're so close. We can feel it. Endorphins are starting to kick in. Woo! That's it. Let's go. Lift those feet for me. Last little bit here. Let's go 10 seconds of lifted feet, just to prove we can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well done. If you joined me there, whew, you're a machine. Let's go. Last exercise. We extend. Arm, leg, we lift. We lift. Remember to give yourself a little bit of space here to be able to lift those, that arm and leg, I should say, horizontally. Think about reaching through those fingers, reaching through those toes. Holding at the top there. Really think about that mind-muscle connection that we talk about all the time. Let's go 3 more. This is it. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Lower back down. Yes, we did it. Oh my goodness, I cannot say thank you enough for bearing with me through this workout. It was, as I said, Technology-wise, a comedy of errors. I have been trying to film this for going on, I think, 3 to 4 hours now. And you know, it's a 30-minute workout, so that in itself proves just how challenging today was. But we did it together, and I wouldn't have done it without you. And for that, I am just so grateful. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel amazing, and I'll see you on the mat again soon.